He was a revelation. This whole journey, the festival and the road to it, has been marked by moments like these. What feels like a lifetime of near misses, small victories powered by an engine of committed and tireless individuals, serious optimism, and amazing ideas, culminated in 3 days unlike any the world has seen before. I flash on Joan Baez standing in the rain, pregnant, just enjoying the moment. Jerry Garcia hanging out at the free stage, sharing a joint with kids he's never met before. The lightning that split the skies at night. The hog farm passing out cups of granola to the folks entrenched at the foot of the stage, unwilling to leave their spots. Crosby, Stills, and Nash harmonizing at 3:30 a.m. on Sweet Judy Blue Eyes, the song that floored me months earlier and led me to book the then unknown band. Peter Townsend knocking Abby Hoffman in the head with his guitar. Sly Stone and his family leading the entire congregation in an amazing call and response that left everyone higher. Looking out at what's left of the audience, I see a lot of tired faces, the hardcore fans, and those who just don't want to leave. Ever. I cross the stage and go over the footbridge to our trailer compound. I want a few minutes alone before dealing with the aftermath of this incredible weekend. I've slept a total of about 6 hours over the last 4 days, and I'm starting to feel it. My partners, John Roberts, Joel Rosenman, and Artie Kornfeld, have left for the city. I realize I have not seen and barely heard from Joel and John all weekend and wonder how things were for them. I know how things went for Artie. When he realized there was no way to keep an ocean of people from washing over the fences, that the tens of thousands coming to our little party were not going to buy tickets, Artie experienced a moment of panic. But he soon recovered, and between getting dosed with LSD, escorting artists on stage, and trying to convince them to be filmed, Artie had the time of his life. It was the time of all our lives. For me, Woodstock was a test of whether people of our generation really believed in one another and the world we were struggling to create. How would we do when we were in charge? Could we live as the peaceful community we envisioned? I hoped we could. From the beginning, I believed that if we did our job right and from the heart, prepared the ground and set the right tone, people would reveal their higher selves and create something amazing. Woodstock came to symbolize our solidarity. That's what meant the most to me, the connection to one another felt by all of us who worked on the festival, all those who came to it, and the millions who couldn't be there but were touched by it. Over that August weekend, during a very tumultuous time in our country, we showed the best of ourselves, and in the process created the kind of society we all aspired to, even if only for a brief moment. The time was right, the place was right, the spirit was right, and we were right. What resulted was a celebration and confirmation of our humanity, one of the few instances in history, to my knowledge, when joy became big news. On Max Yasgur's 600 acres, everyone dropped their defenses and became a huge, extended family, joining together, getting into the music and each other, being part of so many people when calamity struck, the traffic jams, the rainstorms, was a life-changing experience. None of the problems damaged our spirit. In fact, they drew us closer. We recognized one another for what we were at the core, as brothers and sisters, and we embraced one another in that knowledge. We shared everything. We applauded everyone. We survived together. Jimmy finishes his set, and I leave my trailer and get on my bike to ride to the top of the bowl. It's a BSA Victor, notoriously difficult to start, but this morning it fires up on the first crank. As I ride through what has become a sea of mud, the smell of the recently deserted city rises up strong and fetid. When I crest the hill, I can see the crew clearing Jimmy's gear and hundreds of people beginning to clean the devastated field of debris. The stage, where the beyond exhausted crew is coiling cords and packing equipment, stands against a background of